Once upon a time, there were three guys on their way to a wedding when an old sailor stopped them at the door and puts one in a daze.
The old sailor, being the mariner, starts telling the guest a story about a journey he took. The mariner starts the story with his ship leaving the port down near Antarctica to try to escape a bad storm, but they end up getting caught in a very sketchy, foggy ice field.
As they are going along, an albatross shows up to guide the way, but then the mariner decides to shoot it. After a while, the ship loses its wind and it gets really hot.
They end up running out of water, and they blame the mariner.
Decides to make the mariner hang the albatross around his neck to remind him of what he did.
Everyone on the ship starts dying of thirst. Literally.
The mariner spots a ship in the distance and goes to call out, but he cannot because his mouth is so dry, so he makes the courageous decision to suck some of his own blood to moisten his lips enough to shout out.
"A ship! We are saved!" he shouts, but sadly everyone is dead, and the ship is now a ghost ship, piloted by two spirits, life and
The
death.
mariner continues his story about being on a ship surrounded by dead bodies and a bunch of water snakes.
Accidentally, the mariner blesses the water snakes, and the albatross falls from his neck.
He notices a storm in the distance, and all the sailors rise as zombies as angels fill their bodies to pilot the ship back to harbor after a...
Sorry, go.
He notices a storm in the distance, and all the sailors rise as zombies as angels fill their bodies to pilot the ship back to harbor.
After a quick trip back to the harbor, the mariner sees angels standing next to all of his crewmates and is soon picked up by a rescue boat.
After the mariner is rescued by the hermit, they hear a loud noise, and the ship sinks. The mariner, very anxious to tell his story, tells the hermit who is the man rescuing him, and then tells the wedding guest because he feels great pain.
The end. Woo!